Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Meditation Thursday, and obviously, I have not been showing you meditation techniques in a while, but today I want to talk to you about interaction. The interaction that we have with an object or a material thing, or even something that we can tangibly hold on to, or faith, right? Why do we meditate? Why do we pray? So the interaction that we have with something, an object, and in my description, I talked about a rock, right? If you pass by a rock every day and you never see it, it's a rock. It's no big deal. But the minute you see that rock and you start praying to the rock, you give that rock some meaning. Same thing with your house. When we consider, and we talked about that also in the description, consider your home. Your home only has value to you, and your home, depending on how many memories you've accumulated in your home, has a connection. You have a connection to your home. When you pass by somebody else's home, it's just a house, it's a building. If you pass by a building, it's just a building. But what if you build that building or had something to do with the building of the building? If you're a construction worker and you say, every time you pass a bridge or you see it, you go, I worked on that bridge. I helped it come to life. You use that building or that bridge because I put it together. I was part of it. So you associate and you interact with an object, and your emotions is what makes it real for you. This may be far-fetched, but when we interact with another person, it's because we're now connecting with them. We are interacting with them. If you see somebody on television, you're not interacting with them. You can associate with them, but there is no interaction. The minute you start to have a conversation with another person, the interaction starts to happen. Either they're listening to you or you're listening to them, or you're making eye contact, or you're even feeling. What if you're in the dark? So interaction, it's a pretty important aspect of our lives. When we interact, whether it's with a person, an object, an animal, when we interact is because we're putting feelings and emotions behind that interaction. If you get in a car and start to drive it, you actually start to interact with it because you are controlling that car, right? If you get on a bicycle, you're interacting with that bicycle. If you see somebody on a bicycle, your eyes are interacting. But if you just see a bike and you pass it by and you pass it by, no big deal. Same thing with a fence or a tree. If you don't interact with it, what if there's fruit and you grab it? What if you're leaning on it, using it for shelter? Whatever it is, interaction is when you acknowledge that item or that person. That's your interaction. If you listen to this show, you're interacting virtually with me and with any other audience member. If you put something in the chat, you're definitely interacting. If you come on my show and you give a tip or two or three or four, whatever it is, you're interacting not only with me, but with the audience who's going to listen to your tip. So your interaction is not just with a person, it's with an object. How do you interact? What do you bring to your interactions? How do you show up? How do you interact with someone? How do you treat them is how you interact. And then how do they treat you is how they interact with you. Interactions, my friend. So my tip today is be intentional with your interactions. That is my tip for you today. Be intentional with your interactions, because your interactions should matter. They should matter to you. When you are at the store and you smile at somebody, that right there is a positive interaction. If you yell at somebody, my God, you're spewing venom. Don't do that. There's always a better way to communicate than yelling at someone. Raising your voice is not yelling, by the way. Maybe somebody's not listening to you and you go, hey, listen to me. I want to tell you something. But yelling, what I mean by yelling is being nasty and trying to dominate that person. That's not a positive interaction. So be intentional with your interaction. How do you communicate? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a guest. I hope you will join me as we bring you amazing tips. I look forward to seeing you. And by the way, I have Dale Young coming on at 10 a.m. shortly. So join me on Coaching Call. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.